Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, the show that dives into local, regional, and national real estate, the largest creator of millionaires, and the key to building generational wealth. Hosted by Eddie Ruettiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie is here to share expert insights and strategies to help you unlock the power of real estate. Now, let's grow in real estate with Eddie Ruettiger.
Good morning, Nancy. How are you?
Good morning, Eddie. I am well. How are you?
You sound like you had your extra fix of coffee this morning.
I always have plenty of coffee.
You got coffee going this morning?
Yeah. Didn't you see me dragging my IV pump with the coffee in it?
I missed that.
Oh, yeah.
I did miss that, just for the record. So,
yeah.
Wanted to get into something interesting because we get these articles every now and then, and I thought this would be a good time because we're getting into the spring market. Rent versus buying, the numbers might surprise you.
Okay. Surprise me.
Let's see what we can surprise you with. Renting can feel a lot easier choice right now. There's no big down payment, no dealing with surprise repairs, and no long-term commitment. But then your rent goes up again and again and again and again. And suddenly that seems a issue. Looking expensive, especially considering you're not building any equity. And once that happens, it's easy to feel a little trapped in a cycle. Buying is more affordable than renting in many areas. In a lot of places today, owning a home actually costs less each month than renting a 3-bedroom home. Our recent data from Adam shows that true in nearly 58% of the counties across the U.S. That's after factoring in things like insurance and typical maintenance costs. Owning a home is more affordable than renting in 57.7% of the counties in the United States.
That's really interesting.
That is interesting. May feel a little bit shocking. The numbers show rent often stretches monthly budgets more than owning does. That thanks to slower home price growth and more homes for sale and monthly mortgage payments starting to ease as rates come down. So we're starting to get back to some affordability aspects. While buying is more affordable than renting in nearly 58% of the countries nationwide, that share looks different depending on your region.
Oh, thank you.
Nancy sized the chart.
Yes.
So the breakdown regionally from Adam, affordability is returning to the rental market. Share of counties where it's more affordable to buy than rent a 3-bedroom home. In the West, only 16.9% of the counties it's more affordable to buy than rent. Northeast, 48.8%. It's more affordable to buy than rent. The South, 66.3%, more affordable to buy than rent in 66.3% of the counties in the South. In the Midwest, it is more affordable to buy than rent in 81.5% of the counties.
That is shocking to me.
It's not to me.
It's shocking. That we are, okay, let me qualify that. Why it's shocking to me is that I would have thought the South would be about there in the 80 percentile. Not necessarily that we are or aren't, but I'm so surprised there's such a difference between the Southern market and the Midwest.
The reason it's not shocking to me is we've been outbuilding the Midwest. All right, we've been outbuilding the South. The Midwest has outbeen building the South. We've been building more and more housing and keeping that building very consistent. All right?
Yes.
And so where the South actually has had some shutdowns, almost hardly any construction going on in places, and for a couple months in certain places in certain areas.
Well, they had some more they had more a lull
Yes.
in the market anyway.
Yes. That's absolutely right.
So that's why I thought it'd be a little bit.
So the question
Higher.
comes in, what's still holding buyers back? So maybe you think it's nudging along so far, but think, okay, but I still can't afford the upfront costs. For many renters, this is the biggest hurdle. Isn't the monthly payment alone, it's the down payment.
It's the down payment.
So, with that being said, here's the most people don't hear enough. There are thousands of down payment assistance programs available across the country.
Yes.
Let me say that again. There are thousands of down payment assistance programs available across the country. Many buyers are qualified without realizing it.
There are federal programs, state programs, county programs, all kinds of programs.
There are charity programs.
Yeah.
There are just all kinds of stuff. It's not some of our governmental programs, some are programs from the actual mortgage company. I got a mortgage company right now that is giving 2% back. Down payment. They'll do 2% back. Guess how long you have to live in the home? 0 days.
Oh.
You get 2% in down payment thing, and you don't have you have to move in. That's it. Once you move in, you could sell the house tomorrow. No prepayment penalty, no paying the 2% back. It is truly 2% free money. By the way, that lender's coming to the office to speak. Just saying.
This week?
No. This week is the lender you requested to come speak.
Oh. I hope I can make it.
So.
Lots of things happening. Out of my control.
I understand. Roughly $18,000 on average amounts. So there are a lot of programs and a lot of aspects that you can look into and you can take advantage of. And some of them can be combined.
Oh, yeah, there's several that can piggyback. So.
And guess what? Sellers are willing to give closing costs now. So there's another way.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, instead of me giving you $10,000 less for your house, I'll give you the full asking price. Can you give me $5,000 back in closing cost credit? Yes, I know it's not an even wash, but it's not an even wash. Keep in mind, if I offer you $10,000 less, or I offer you $10,000 more with a $10,000 closing cost credit, there are fees and costs that are tied to the price of the home that cost the seller more money to sell it at that price.
Yep.
Is it $1,000? It could be. Could be a couple $100 that it's costing them more. So you got to sweeten the pot in your negotiations, because if they do an A-B comparison between the two, because I know I do it, I know Nancy does it,
You got to run the numbers.
they're going to look at, oh, wait, it's better if I don't give the closing cost credit and take $10,000 less in price.
Not always the case, but you have to run you always have to run the numbers.
You do. And from a seller standpoint, hey, guess what, guys? I'm going to flip the script because it felt like I was picking on the buyers there. Guess what? They might need that $10,000 closing cost credit to make the deal work. Just because you don't want to do it, okay, this is the offer. You don't want to accept it, don't accept it. But they might need that money to make the deal work.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm all in favor of closing cost credits.
Yeah. Hey, chances are it's going to be a lot smoother, a transaction. So, yeah, give them the closing cost.
Chances
credit.
are the buyer's not going to walk away over something stupid.
Exactly.
You know, you're not going to get a home inspection report and they're nitpicking over $20 GFI outlets.
Yep.
Well, we want a GFI here and it wasn't there and it should be here. All right. They're not, a lot of times if they can get a buyer a seller that's willing to give it,
Give that closing cost credit, they'll be more than happy to
deal with some of the home inspection issues.
Yep. Because they're very happy you gave them the chance. You betcha.
We did have I had a real estate agent multiple times. Every time we get through and we're about to close the deal. Well, are you going to just come back and beat me up at home inspections? Are you just going to come back and beat me up in home inspections? Every single time. You know what I finally said to her?
What?
Was something wrong with the house you're not telling me? Well, no. Well, then there should be no home inspection issues.
Yeah.
Well, no, don't. Home inspection issues are home inspection issues.
Yeah.
And it's only if it's a material defect on the property, it should be requested be repaired. Cosmetic stuff, things like that, no, age of a furnace, no. The furnace works, we're good.
Yeah.
You take the age of the furnace in consideration when you make your offer, not, hey, well, you know, it's near the end of its life cycle. You knew that when you walked in. Did it look like it was manufactured before I was manufactured?
Well, and you know what? Your agent can look, you guys can lay, you're so funny.
I just thought of something. Go ahead and finish your thought and I'll tell you.
I was just going to say, and you know what? When you're walking through the property, I know I look at the label to see when it was built or when it was manufactured.
Do you have the app?
I don't have the app.
Oh, see, you don't. We need to talk about you using a better quality home inspector because my home inspector gave me the app. I got an app.
I didn't ask for one.
I got an app, and the app I can put in the serial number and the make and the model,
And it'll put it in.
It'll give me some options like it was this, or this, and I'm like, you can go well based on what it looks like. It was this.
Well, usually the date of manufacture is on it.
Not on the furnace. On the water heater.
On the water heater,
On
yes,
the water
but
heater.
on the furnace,
Not on the furnace. The
sometimes
furnace
there
is
is.
no. The furnace is always. They'll put an installation
Right.
date with marker on the side of the furnace. Sometimes that's done by the homeowner. Okay. All right, or that's done by
I
the
was going to
installation
say the
company.
installer
Yeah, the
usually
HVAC
puts
guy.
that on.
Yeah, the HVAC
Yep.
guy sometimes will write that in on the unit. But normally, if you wanted the age of the furnace, it is embedded within the serial number for some reason, and I don't
It's like
understand.
a VIN.
It is. It's like
It's
a VIN.
like a VIN.
And I've got an app that'll look it up. So,
Well, you
but
have to share.
my joke, you know how let's be honest, my central lock boxes are a little bit older. And for those that don't know, our central
Yes, they are.
Our central lock boxes are the electronic lock boxes. Mine still work fine. Okay? The difference is with mine being older, you have to go into the app, you generate the code in the app, and then you have to manually type it in. And some of these agents don't have their location on their phone for the app to generate that code.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put in my showing instructions.
How to use
Lock
your
box is
lock
as
box.
old as the real estate agent.
Nice.
It's not that old though. I mean, they're some of them are better than 10 years.
I was going to say 10, 15 years, but in tech, that's a lot.
That's a lot. It is. They're still working and they still get the job done. And I get it. The newer agents and some of the older agents are just so used to, they open their app, it Bluetooths with the box, and they put in their little number, and boom, it magically opens. Well,
and I love that.
I'm not arguing. I do enjoy that too, but there's nothing wrong with you having to open the app. It gives you the generated code from the hex math, and that's how it's generated, and you put it in there. Did you know it was generated off of hex math?
No.
Do you know what hex math is?
No.
We work on a 10-digit number system.
Yeah.
Hex math is a 16-digit number system.
Okay. Good to know.
And see, the things you learn from me.
Useless information, but yes.
Useless
yes.
information, I haven't said. There is no doubt about that.
Thank goodness I know that today. I was laying awake all night
How
last
do
night.
they
worrying about
generate
that.
those codes?
Do they generate those codes?
The hidden advantage that repeat buyers have right now. What if you didn't have a mortgage payment on your next house? It may sound a little unrealistic, but for a number of homeowners, it actually is doable. Nearly 3 in 10 homes purchased today are bought in cash.
Mm-hmm.
According to National Association of Realtors. So how are so many buyers pulling that off? The answer is simply home equity. Back in 2020, 2021, mortgage rates and the number of homes for sale were both at all-time lows, and the combination pushed home prices up fast. If you own a home during that time, it likely gained significant value, maybe even enough to buy your next house in cash, explains NAR. Rising home equity has armed many existing homeowners with financial leverage to make cash offers, allowing them to convert years of price appreciation into immediate purchasing power.
Nothing like a little home equity.
Here's what you may want to go that route yourself to have enough equity. Here's why you may want to go that route yourself if you have enough equity. Okay. Didn't sound right the first time. Your offers become more attractive. Rocket Mortgage explains cash offers are attractive to sellers. Sellers prefer to work with cash buyers if they can, because they don't have to worry about a buyer's financing falling through at the last minute.
Can I make a big, huge caveat on that?
Oh, because I was going to. Fire away.
Just because you're offering cash does not mean that you can lowball your offer into the dust. It has to be a reasonable amount of money.
I think you can come in, and here's when I say this, I'm going to say this within reason. You can come in 1 or 2%. I'm going to go 1% lower than what the market offers are, not the list price.
But what the offers are.
If you're in multiple offers and they're telling you you're over list, you coming in at list price with cash, you're not going to get the deal. Most likely.
Maybe.
There is a risk versus reward.
Yeah.
What is my ROI? Okay, I got one over here that's a full priced offer cash. I got this one over here that is a conventional offer, 20% down, but $10,000 more than you. And it closes in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Which one is the seller going to take?
Because at the end of the day, when you hit the closing table, you're going to come away with more money. Maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on what you choose.
And it depends on what the break point is for that spot, that seller.
But if you've got multiple offers and you're coming in 5 to 10% under asking price, under the list price.
Keep in mind, on a $300,000 house, that's $30,000 under asking.
Don't even think about it, because you are not going to get it.
You're not. I don't think you're going to get it anymore. I don't. Because here's the thing. There's an exception to this, and I'll come back to the exception.
There is an exception, yes.
And let's see if we're on the same page for the exception.
Okay.
All right. That aspect of the buyer needs to take that money, or that seller needs to take all that money that they have and roll it into their next purchase, most likely. Mm-hmm. Most likely. The exception to this is what? What did you have for an exception?
Time.
If
they're under the gun as far as needing to be out of the house.
I'm going to give 2 exceptions then, I think.
Okay.
So time, yes, if they're under the gun and need a fast closing. The second exception in this case is estate sales. Okay?
Yes.
Because when an estate sale, now let's take that same example of $10,000 and let's make an assumption that there's 3 kids that are inheriting the funds. 10 grand is now $3,333 a piece. Because you're dividing it by 3.
What
and
it's going to
before
cost,
expenses.
honestly, is a fight.
No, there's no fight.
Oh, if you have 3 different people and they're saying take the cash versus 10, I see it all the time. There's 1 or 2 that want the more money, and now will it make it more likely that they take the cash offer?
I see it absolutely the opposite.
I see that the families, it takes them a while. They have to duke it out a little bit. Oh yeah.
See, I must be farther in because the executors got the one in control, and and I just had this. They did not take the highest offer. They took the highest cash offer. And yeah, I run into that with because
when you have an executor, that doesn't matter. If you've got, let's say, someone passes and they've got 3 kids.
Yes.
And those kids have to make a decision about the house.
Yes.
There are arguments about how much they're going to pay, what's happening. Some families are like, we just need to get this off our table and, off our plates, and okay, let's just do it.
See, in more cases than not with me and my clients, and this is not scientific because I don't have enough sample size.
Yeah.
I run into the exact opposite of you. You know what? That $3,333 extra for each of us is not worth the risk of doing the loan. Let's take the cash offer.
Now, I see it both ways.
You've seen it the other way.
I see it the other way too.
So, like I said, I think those are the 2 aspects where a cash offer does have an aspect. So, here's the moral of the story. Your real estate agent should be picking up the phone, calling the listing agent, and asking, do you need a fast closing? What's going on? Is it an estate sale? So maybe you are firing off. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, if the estate sale is an estate sale and you're in multiple offers, don't start thinking again you can go lowballing. Because, again, at that point, they may take the higher offer. Or there may be a higher
cash offer.
Yeah, higher cash offer.
But these are the discussions that you need to have before you're writing the offer. When you say, I found the house, this is the conversation you are going to have with your agent, or should be having with your agent.
Yeah, I agree. These are conversations you need to be having, and the agents need to be calling the listing agent. And I know it's hard sometimes. Please don't shoot your buyer's agent when they're trying to make the phone calls, they're trying to send the emails, and some listing agents aren't
just
communicating.
Won't pick up.
Yeah, they won't communicate. So sometimes you are shooting blind.
And you need to get it in. You're under a deadline. Yep. Highest and best due by 7:00. The listing agent isn't picking up. You need to get that offer written and in. So there are extenuating circumstances, but for the most part, that agent should be checking, and you should have these conversations prior to sending that offer out.
So you may get like it says, if they talk about you might get a better deal, that you're not going to end up with a mortgage. I think though, I think in our marketplace, you're going to end up with a mortgage. It's just going to be a really low mortgage. I don't think we're in that threshold where people have that much equity, where they're selling their house and buying, unless they're majorly downsizing something.
Yeah, I was going to say that's really the biggest thing. If you have a 4,000 square foot home and you are downsizing to a 2,000 square foot home, or an 1,800 square foot home, maybe that would hold the case.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back from the break, the price you set can make or break your sale. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Ruettiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth, not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialist today. Call Eddie Ruettiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Ruettiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Ruettiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Ruettiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
The face for radio, the heart for real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie.
So, make or break your sale. What are you pricing your house at? That is the question. The number one mistake sellers make today is trusting the wrong number. If you think you're moving and trying to figure out what your house may sell for, it's tempting to start with an online home value tool. They're fast, free, and easy. And you don't have to talk to anyone. But here's the problem. They don't know your house.
Right.
That can be a bigger drawback than you realize. Online tools often lag behind the market. They look in the rear view mirror, relying on closed sales and delayed information. And in that sense, they're using incomplete data.
And a lot of places don't report that data. So again, incomplete data.
Bankrate explains, while these tools can be a useful starting point, keep in mind that they typically do not provide the most accurate pricing. Algorithms can only rely on information available. They can't account for things like a home's condition or renovations made since the last public information was updated. Basically, AI is not there yet, kids.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it might
Someday.
get there one day.
But again, even if AI was, a lot of agents don't complete all the information on that listing. So even if AI were optimized, if the vast majority of listing agents are not completing the entire form, you're not going to get.
Well, let's go the next
information.
step. Let's skip the forms because I agree you've got a human error. Because we've talked about the MLS. You know, we preach it at the office. Fill it out as much as possible. Good data in is good data out. Bad data in is bad data out when it comes to the MLS. And it's dependent upon the agents. So if AI got to the point where they could read these pictures. Now, there are aspects to certain things. If you do certain things a certain way and a certain how, yes, they can read the picture. But these automated value models that you see online, or AVMs as they're referred to, they're not reading the pictures, or they may not have the most recent pictures of the house too. So that's the first thing. The second thing is condition that goes in with that. So your upgrades and the condition. The third aspect, though, that none of these models take into consideration, and I don't know if you do, but I do look at, okay, what's my competition? What else is for sale in that market?
Who am I competing against
Yes.
right now?
Yes. They never take that into consideration.
Yeah, right.
Because
and that's a marketing thing totally.
They take it from an appraiser's point of view. And an appraiser's going to go in and look at, here's the house, and there's your apple. It's a red apple. It's got a little bruise over here, and it's got a really long stem. Now let's see if we can find an apple that looks as much like that apple as possible that's already sold. Well, here's a really shiny apple with no bruise. Here's an apple with 2 bruises. And here's an apple with 1 bruise but no stem. We're going to take the 1 bruise, no stem price. That's probably going to be our biggest comparable, and that's going to be what our price is going to sell for. Now, when did that sell? It just closed last week. Well, there's your price. Oh no, it closed 6 months ago. Okay, well, we know the apples have been going up at 6%. We're going to add an extra 3% to that. So these are the things we as agents take into consideration and look at. Some of it we just do naturally in our head at this point. I mean, honestly, we don't even realize we're doing it. It is a little wrong because we should lay everything out and explain it. But that's where experience comes into play. That's where a gut comes from. It's the reason why you're skinny in your 20s. You got no experience. You got no gut.
Is that how I'm going to explain it?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Thanks. I'll explain that. I got to, yeah.
You get all this experience. You get a gut.
I got a gut. Hey. I agree. And the fact that if you have 3 houses in the neighborhood similar to yours, and one is completely redone and listed at 1, 2, 3, and you've got one that's just been abused and not ever really remodeled, and it's listed at such and such, and yours is in the middle, that takes just as much information and consideration in your list price and how you're going to list your home. If that one is all the way redone and it's similar and all that, but you haven't gotten the updates yet, chances are you're not going to sell at that top rate. Just not.
According to 1,000 Watt, sellers overwhelmingly believe real estate agents have the best sense of a home's true value, far more than the automated tools. When asked, who do you think has the best sense for a home's value, a recent sellers agreed a local agent is the clear choice. So at 18%, other sources that offer value estimates. 24%, the owner of the home. 2% was other. 56%, the real estate agent hired to sell the home has the best sense for the home's value.
And that 24%, I argue, is way too high.
The owners that are
The owners have the least sense,
yeah,
including myself.
They always think their house is better. They always think their house is better.
It's you. That's your home. You're emotionally attached to that home and involved.
Well, I mean, let's go back. You were going to put one of your rentals up for sale.
Yes.
And then you guys backed off. How many times did you come to me going, okay, what do you think of this? What do you think of this price? What do you because you knew it was yours and you had a vested interest in it.
Yeah.
So you knew you recognized your own bias.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's why surgeons don't operate on their family members.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Same thing.
This is why surgeons don't operate on themselves either.
Well, that would be weird. You kind of have to go under and then...
Not necessarily. You know you're awake for brain surgery. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but it'd be kind of hard to, reach up and...
That would be a little hard. I don't know. We got some pretty good cameras now.
I was going to say, I know people that cut their own hair, so...
So, I've seen it.
Not me, but there are some people who actually do a good job at it.
Bank rate states a professional appraiser or real estate agent can visit the home in person, assess the neighborhood as a whole, as well as individual properties, perform more thorough market research, and consider subject details. Again, if they're good, they're looking at not only what's closed, but what's on the market.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I'm looking at my closed property, let's say I got a ranch that I'm looking to sell.
Yeah.
I'm comparing the closed with all the ranches. That part I'm doing like an appraiser would do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But when I'm looking at what's for sale, I'm looking at everything.
Yes. I'm looking at marketing.
Because that part is what a buyer would do. I always say I got to sell the house twice.
I was just going to say that. Somebody taught me that. And it's very true.
Sell it to the buyer first. I got to sell it to the appraiser second.
Yeah.
So if you've got to trust it, I guess the moral of this is if you have a trusted real estate agent, a realtor, pick up the phone and call them. You should be texting your realtor once a year. Hey, can you update my property value? Hey, can you update just once a year? Can you give me a CMA? Not looking to sell, be right up front. I'm not looking to sell this year, but I want to know what my house is worth. You should know. Don't sit there and stock it like your stocks. All right. It's like a retirement account.
Yeah.
But just like you get a yearly update on your retirement account, you should get a yearly update on your home value.
Mm-hmm.
You should be texting your broker every single year and asking them for an updated value. Yes, they're going to run it. And if they're not willing to do it, call me or Nancy. We'll do it for you. And no, we don't charge for something like that.
No.
Turn around and send me a friend that's looking to actually buy. That's one way to pay us. Hey, I know a broker. I know a realtor. Call my guy or my gal in this case, if it's Nancy.
Yep.
But seriously, these models and the stuff online, if you are overpriced,
you will shoot yourself in the foot.
Took the words out of my mouth. We are like vibing today.
Vibing.
It's getting a little bit creepy, honestly. All right. I'm going to go wash myself off because I feel, I don't know, a little dirty all of a sudden on the break. And when we get back...
Are you trying to say that I have fouled you?
Perhaps. Perhaps. So, after the break, we're going to talk about top mistakes homeowners are making in 2026. I bet you price is on it. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Ruettiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth, not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialist today. Call Eddie Ruettiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Ruettiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Ruettiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Ruettiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, let's see. Is price on the list? I think the price is going to be on the list. But I want to know what else the mistakes are, because I've got a couple things in my head right now.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, sellers who struggle are usually approaching today's market with yesterday's expectations. Oh, yes.
Oh, heavens, yes.
Yes, yes, and yes.
It ain't 2021, folks.
It ain't 2023.
Yeah.
Here are the 3 biggest mistakes they are making and how to avoid them. Pricing based on what their neighbors got a few years back.
Yeah.
My neighbor got $400,000 back in 2021, so I should get $800,000 today. No.
No. Nope.
We base the price on what has sold in the neighborhood, in the market, that is like your property. Same apple to same apple.
Yep.
We also, like I said, take into consideration the oranges that are also for sale, because not everybody might want the apple. We got to see, if the apple price is way too high, but the oranges are cheaper, they may go with the orange. We got to be competitive with our competition.
Yes.
I think we beat price down today.
Well, it's a thorn. It's a thorn.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, you are going to make more money than what they sold a few years ago. You're going to probably sell for more than what they sold for in 2025, with one caveat. You've done your maintenance and kept the property upkept.
Yes. And you have to compare it. If they have redone that house top to bottom with new windows and a new air conditioning HVAC system and new granite countertops, and you're sitting with 10-year-old Formica and 20-year-old carpet and 22-year-old windows, you're not getting the same.
Which gets us into issue number 2. Trying to skip buyers or repairs that buyers now expect. A few years ago, you could sell as is and still get your target price. Right now, NAR says 2/3 of sellers are making at least some repairs. 2/3, some repairs.
Yes.
And what you're not repairing is being taken in consideration on the listing price. So if the roof is leaking and you're not going to fix the leaky roof, you're probably going to sell for $20,000 or $30,000 under what you should have.
Yes.
For a $10,000 to $15,000 roof. Why? Because by the time we get to closing, you may have more damage than you currently have from the leaky roof, and they're going to have to fix that also. So they're going to overestimate. They always overestimate the cost of a repair.
Yes. Yes, they do, because they have to repair it.
Ask your agent which is high impact, low stress updates that they're recommending. What can be fixed or what can be updated?
And if you're looking for some basic updating, there is nothing like a can of paint.
Just not on the floor.
Just not on the floor. But it does so much to refresh and revive a home and will increase that value. High ROI with a can of paint.
The other, in my opinion, to this day, I still think it's the biggest ROI you can get, is take $500 and go buy a couple plants for the walkway and entryway. Freshen that space up. You can freshen that space up, clean that up. You might not even have to spend any money. You might just need to get in there and trim some of the trees back off the house.
Oh, yeah. The mildew that's on the on your siding,
On the north side,
just scrub it. They have stuff now where you just spray it on with your hose.
let it sit for 20 minutes or so, and
then spray it off.
Yes. And it's environmentally friendly too.
Yes.
So
there's no having to get way up on the ladder and all that stuff, but it makes a world of difference.
Yep. Number 3, playing hardball with the negotiations. like I said earlier, they may need a closing cost credit. So refusing to give a closing cost credit may shoot yourself in the foot. Give the closing cost credit and raise the price of the offer.
Yeah.
I just did this. All right. We were negotiating a deal out.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept giving them the option. Okay, we'll take, for 300,000, just use some random numbers, in a cash offer, or we'll take 306 and give you 5,000 back
For a closing cost.
for a closing cost credit for this offer. So do you want the 300,000 or do you want the 306 with the closing cost credit? And that's exactly how I kept shooting the counters down.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. We got it to the closing table.
Yeah.
I mean, it just really gives them the opportunity of an option. And it also, in my opinion, when you're negotiating that way, it gives the buyer's agent a reminder that, hey, there's two costs here. Mm-hmm. Because the first thing an agent's going to say is, well, wait, why is it $6,000 more, but you're only giving us $5,000 in closing cost credit? And it's a simple answer, because the price is the costs are based on the sales price on a lot of figures. So to do that higher price, it's going to cost my client more money.
Yeah.
To sell, to give you your $5,000 back. They'll net more in some cases, or break even at least, if you took the 300,000 and didn't do the $5,000 back.
Yeah.
Depends on the situation. But these are the mistakes that sellers are making currently. Get the repairs done. Be open to negotiation. What matters is the net. What is your net?
Yes.
Start looking at the net.
Yeah. Don't get so caught up in that list price that you can't see the net. And there are factors like closing dates. Is it a 2-week close? Is it a 30-day close? Is it a 45-day close?
And here's the thing, because what's your carrying costs? Some people it's $10 a day.
Exactly.
Some people it's $10 a day. Some people it's 15, 20, 30.
It adds up.
So, I mean, that really adds up. $10 a day and a 45-day close, that's $450 more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just another feather that gets piled on.
Right. So you gotta run all the numbers and figure out what it is.
I agree.
What's your bottom line?
I completely agree. All right, I think that wraps it up. We really beat up price today. I feel bad on the sellers. I really do. I mean, because it's just, we've been seeing this over and over and over. And everything can be fixed with price.
Yes.
We've talked about this. How many times? All right. But you might be able to fix some of these things when it comes to repairs and upkeeping a lot less if you did it yourself than the price.
Yeah.
Like you said, a can of paint goes a long way.
Yeah. Some real basic stuff. Making sure just everything works. You flip on a light and on a light switch and the light comes on. And it's just because of a light bulb. Somebody changed the light bulb.
Yeah.
Simple stuff.
Exactly. All right, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online at getrealwitheddie.com. Talking about your largest investment, your home.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not constitute legal, financial, or real estate advice. Listeners should consult appropriate professionals regarding their individual circumstances. Eddie Ruettiger and affiliated parties are not liable for actions taken based on this content. Eddie Ruettiger is the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Illinois license number 481-014247. Located at 2405 Essington Road, Uden, Joliet, Illinois 60435. Exit Real Estate Specialists is an equal housing opportunity provider. Each Exit office is independently owned and operated. To join an Exit office, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.